Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's see what's up. My guides, talk to me about Taurus, please. What's going on as we move throughout the year? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's go, let's rock. What do we got for Taurus here, my guides, please? Nice and quick. Okay, yeah, the cards are trying to jump out already before I'm even shuffling. There it is. Okay, so this could be a very, very good energy. We have this Libra type oracle card, which is a rare one. This one doesn't always come out in readings, so I generally like when I see this because it could speak of some sort of harmony or balance coming in. Before we really break that down though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button that's happening right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So if you look at the optics of it, we have this person who has two yin-yangs in their hand. It kind of looks similar to the Two of Pentacles. There's literally the sign of Libra showing up here. So, of course, we do think of the overarching themes of balance. Maybe some of you are connected to Libra here, and I just want to mention, astrologically, there are some similarities between Taurus and Libra. They're both ruled by that Venus energy, that comfortable, harmonious type of energy, which I definitely vibe with Venus energy personally. But when we see this, if you're not linked to Libra, this does speak about things possibly starting to balance out. Maybe there's something you're wanting to make right or just like solve. Like there might be things popping up that you just want to solve it, you want to put it to rest, you want to put it to bed. When I see equality, I always say nothing in life is ever truly balanced. We could just do our best to get it where it needs to be. So either things are becoming much more harmonious for you or you're striving towards that. Like really trying to figure out what is gumming up the works and just put issues to rest, which can be good. Let's get into tarot. I mean, for some of you, it just might be that Venus energy showing up heavy for you. So you might be in your Venus mode. But yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness going. Shuffle it up here for the Taurus collective, please, my guides. What do we got this week? Because we had an interesting one last week. While we get this deck ready, let's talk about it. Last week's reading, my friends, was titled An Unexpected Talk. So there could have been a lot of Tauruses out there having like a heart-to-heart with people you weren't expecting to, or someone hitting you up out of the blue. Now, just be forewarned that that energy could still bleed over to the next coming weeks. So there might be a lot of people hitting you up. You might be very popular, my friends. Let's see what we have for you this week, though. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get these 3 cards out here. What do we got in early July for Taurus, please, my guides? Thank you. Card number 1. Okay, lovers, harmonious. So we're getting this harmonious energy here again. Okay, so there's something about making things right or harmony. This could be very good, though. Like things could be moving in a positive direction. And you will see why. We got the Ace of Swords, a little different, not as soft. But I do like when we have aces in the beginning or even the middle of a reading. Let's get you one more. New. There's a lot of new as well. I'm liking this, Taurus, so far, right? I don't want to jump the shark just yet. Okay, we do have the Page of Pentacles, which could be a card that represents you. So we have a lot of interesting things here to look at, my friends. I could already tell this is going to be a layered one. Most Taurus readings are. That's why I like doing them. But let's go through one by one. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. Now, if we look here in the box, first glance, let's do a brief little overview, because there are 2 cards here on the back end that are big signifiers of new things, new cycles, new ways of being, thinking, acting. We also have a card of partnership showing up here as well, but generally these are seen as positive cards before we even get to clarifying. Let's break them down one by one. There's a lot of air energy here. So there could be a lot of mental action going on for a lot of Tauruses, a lot of thinking, lots of things on your mind. Position number 1, we have the Lovers. Now, for some of you, you might just be connected to a Gemini. If not, When I see this card, it does talk about those that we have very deep emotional connections to. This could represent a soul connection or someone that's very important to you. It doesn't literally have to be a lover. This could just be a really good friend, very close family member, someone that you would consider a soulmate or a kindred spirit. That's what I think of when I see the Lovers. Back in the day, before this card was called the Lovers, it was called the Choice, I believe. So this could be about being at a fork in the road, making a decision, a judgment call. But when I see this card overall, if you're not going through anything with interpersonal relationships, this is a smooth, easygoing, easy-flowing, harmonious energy, just like that Libra thing we saw. There's also the Archangel Raphael depicted in this. And whenever I see Raphael, that's a big card of healing. So, or a big energy of healing, pardon me. Now, as we move further through the reading, you see how these cards could have so many messages within for us. We have the Ace of Swords. All aces are opportunities. All aces are the beginning of a cycle. Okay, it could be a change. It could be from the ashes comes something new. I like to call this card the Sword of Truth. So when we see the Sword of Truth, it could affect your mental state. You might be seeing things very clearly, honestly, sharply. You see things for what they are. Super intellectual. This could also be communication, so it makes sense, especially with the page. They're similar in that way, where they both talk about the mental, but also the speaking, the talking, the messages. The Sword of Truth could also come out sometimes when you're trimming things out of your life, okay? So maybe there's certain things you're trimming out. It is a little stern in its ways as well. It's a little sharp, but sometimes life calls for this type of energy. So we'll see what's up with this Sword of Truth when it comes in. You might just be very much seeing things for what they are, all right? Like seeing through any BS. Now, moving to the very back end, this could be a cornerstone of this spread. We have the Page of Pentacles. Could represent any earth sign. You, my friends, are earth signs. So you, Capricorn, Virgo. This could also represent children. But when I see all pages, I say they're students, they're messengers. This one is extremely studious. So especially in one of your type of readings, if we're not seeing something that's coming towards you or a way you're feeling with the clarifier, could speak about a new skill or a new journey or adventure you're about to jump in. When we have this Page of Pentacles, it's very good. But once again, it's talking, it's communicating. So when these two cards are next to each other, the Ace of Swords and this could be a back and forth. We could be signifying two people and their stances on something. So we're just going to put this page here. I do feel like we're going to really get an aha moment possibly when we get to the clarifier for this page. But with all that being said, I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Taurus, please. My guides, what do we got for Taurus? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Lovers. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Taurus, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Lovers time. What's it doing here for my friends? Thank you. That was nice and quick. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How beautiful is that? We have the Sun in the upright. For some of you, if you are looking for a deep emotional connection, that could come in Leo season, which is right around the corner. So mark that down. Take a note if that's something you're looking for. But when I see the Sun, yeah, if you're not connected very closely to Leo here, this is, once again, one of the most positive, beautiful cards in the whole entire deck. It is the most. So when we see it connected underneath the Lovers, this could represent either one, a person that is everything, or someone that views you in that way, like, wow, this person's everything I could dream of. Now, I don't want to get too mushy or anything like that. If we're looking at overall energy with the Lovers and the Sun, I just have to say, like, this is angelic energy. This is universal energy coming in for a lot of Tauruses. So this could represent various different wins, victories, and triumphs, especially in the realm of connections and those that we're closest to. So if that's been an issue in recent weeks, like getting along with certain people, or, you know, this person's been extra grumpy, this person's been hard to deal with, you might see a lot of wins in the realm of interpersonal relationships. But I don't want to just limit it to that, especially since we have so much new. This is just like a general beautiful energy that could be coming towards Taurus like a magnet. So we'll see how this works magnetically throughout the rest, like whether it is a person coming towards you or just that good energy. But you could experience a lot of different wins, and we'll see how it plays out, especially when we get to that Page of Pentacles. But yeah, we're going to keep it moving here. I don't want to overcomplicate it. It is what it is. But yeah, for some of you, if that is what you're looking for, if like you want someone to come into your life, or you're trying to manifest that, it could happen in Leo season, which is right around the corner, a few weeks from now, as of the time of this filming. Let's see what's up with that Ace of Swords. You might have a very fun summer, my friends. So why, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, of course, but let's go in on that Sword of Truth. Why is that Sword of Truth here? Thank you. Yeah, all right, this is someone just busting it wide open in some sort of fashion. We have the the Eight of Wands underneath the Ace of Swords. Fire, air combination, explosive. Like, yeah, I'm not waiting no more. We're going to get this going. For a portion of you, if this isn't somebody taking action, we're just getting so much communication. And I hate to link readings from week to week. We saw it last week, the unexpected talk. We have the air, the fire. All three of these cards on the back end are about news or communication. Some of you could be receiving some sort of really, really good or exciting news. I could feel that for a lot of Tauruses. And I feel like I've seen that for you in recent weeks. I'm not going to bank on that, but there could be some really good, exciting news coming in. Or if there's somebody who's been like withholding or not talking, with the fire air combo here, they're just busting that door wide open. Like, okay, like even in an explosive manner, like we're going to talk about this. We're going to get this out there. I don't necessarily feel like this is conflict based though. Usually when I see explosive energy in regards to communication, I think, wow, things might get a little too hot and heavy. To me, this is more of someone making a move and opening up a line of dialogue. That's a big thing I'm feeling here. Big forward progress, forward momentum as well. And I do feel like, yeah, a lot of you guys could receive some exciting news here, okay? Even if it's something you've been waiting on for a while. Let's go in on that page. I mean, 3 of the 5 cards out here are all about communication. So receiving messages, but I'm feeling good energies here, Taurus. It is making me feel good. Let's see what's up with that Page of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is this Page of Pentacles here, please? What's that page here? And the deck is being specific now. There we go. I mean, surprise. We have the Two of Swords in reverse underneath the... Yeah. I mean, similar throwback to what we were having last week. Two of Swords is my card of mystery, or one of my big cards of mystery. And the fact that it's in reverse is... that surprise, peekaboo, I'm here, like somebody popping in, popping up, okay? Maybe you might respond to somebody in a way they don't see coming, or you might respond to someone in a way that you didn't predict. It's like, did I really just say that? Like, did those words really just come out of my mouth, or did I really just type that? Like, that's what I'm picking up here on the back end. Now, if you have been fighting with a choice, being at a crossroads, indecision, confusion, anything in that realm, the fact that this is in reverse under your card does talk about someone who sees what they want. They see what route they want to go. So if you've been struggling with things with that, especially in the mental realm, that fog can lift, that cloud could lift. But once again, I'm getting that pop-up type of energy, like either someone popping up. I did say there could be exciting news coming in, but you might respond to someone in a way that either they don't see coming or that you usually don't. Right? If you're a calm, reserved type of individual, you might be a little more boisterous and straightforward. If you're a very straightforward individual, you might, you know, be a little more reserved. And so, like, it's giving me that vibe, like your way of communication could be different in this time than it normally is for whatever reason. But so much talking, so much communication, and like busting the door open and surprise. Like, this is a very interesting reading this week, Taurus. If there's anyone that you would want to look into further, it would be this one. But let's go through. I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Lovers and the Sun. Beautiful, lovely energy. I did say for some of you, something big could be coming in the realm of relationships in Leo season, which is right around the corner. But with these 2 beautiful positive cards, I felt like it was magnetic, universal source energy coming towards a lot of Tauruses. It felt beautiful. You could be experiencing wins and victories of various different kinds, especially in personal connections and relationships. Moving to the center, we have the Ace of Swords with the 8 of Wands, that fire-air combination. I did say it felt like someone busting it open, kicking the doors open. Let's get this going. possibly action, but the main vibe I was getting here, like with all this positivity, like there could be exciting news or really good news coming in for you. But there's so much communication, so much talking going on here, and it feels positive for the most part. Getting to the back end, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Two of Swords in reverse. If you have been trying to make a choice or a decision, or if you've had any mental fog, that stuff could be lifting in this time. But there is something surprising in regards to communication here. And I feel like for a lot of it, it's you, like how you're communicating yourself. It's not how you normally do. So it's showing up here. Do with it what you will, my friends. Very interesting reading. We're going to get you one shadow card super quick before we wrap it up. So shuffle it up here one time for you, Taurus. Feels good though, overall, I will say that. So if you've been struggling, if you've been having a rough time, the energies could lighten up for you in a big way. So let's see what's in the shadows for you. I always like to do this, a little bit of introspection towards the back end. So what do we got in the shadows for Taurus? Whether it's something within yourself or something you don't quite see, it's always nice to pull a shadow card. Thank you. Okay, yeah, expressing your feelings could be really, really important here because we have the Knight of Cups showing up in the shadows. So let's talk about it. Knight of Cups could literally just speak about a water sign. And if you watch love readings, you know this is Prince Charming, and it shows up in love readings all the time. It's a big signifier of love and romance and emotional connection. So if you're not connected to a water sign, this card is speaking about your emotional state. Usually it's very creative, artistic, and expressive. The reverse of this is somebody that is suppressing their emotions or trying to deal with it in an unhealthy way. So Spirit might be asking you like, hey, you might need to deal with this in a more sword of truth type of way, like confront it head on. Some of you might just be having issues in the realm of love though, when the Knight of Cups shows up, and that's okay. It happens to everyone from time to time. But your emotions and how you feel are very important. But yeah, Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the June subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air signs readings. But for July, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. Once again, one of my favorite decks and one of the first ones I ever gave away on this channel. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one has your favorite art style? Is it the swords, wands, pentacles, cups, even the major arcana? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.